Dun, 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 dun.
That's the hardest bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out whether you're going to get the short one or the long one.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening. Welcome to the Null Point Eurovision Commentary Podcast. My name is Milo.
I'm Horst Bob.
I am Sir Kathy One.
And I hope you're all rugged up, me little lovelies. Because it's cold out there today.
What is tonight?
It's cold out there every day.
Because
it's Europe.
Because it's the banter from Groundhog Day. I don't remember the rest of it.
It's London.
Oh,
Milano.
we're in London.
How do you know?
That's Big Ben.
Oh, can you see the clock? Yes, you can, I guess.
Now we're in Scotland. Oh, is this the one in Edinburgh?
No.
That's not the Scottish flag, though.
What is that?
I don't know what that is. It's a lion. The Scottish flag is a
Blue and white.
blue and white one.
According to my information, tonight we are in Wembley Conference Centre, London, in 1977. And we're being expertly commented at by Pete Murray. It's not the same. No. There's also an Australian singer by the name of Pete Murray. So this is just before Terry's first appearance.
Yeah.
And then he takes a year off, and then he has his full length of time.
Full Ontario. Oh, that's Wales. So that's the right flag. Well, that's the Scottish flag wrong.
Maybe it was different in the 70s.
Maybe.
You don't know.
It's true. I don't know. That colour separation is pretty good for the 70s.
I'm impressed by that. CSO, baby.
Right, I can see the shadow of the helicopter in that shot.
They couldn't Photoshop that out.
Nope.
In these days, Photoshop meant...
Scissors.
I
Yes.
was going to say a place on the high street where you go to get your film developed.
Oh, that too. Thank you. I think that's called a chemist, though.
Department store?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for all I know, that is the flag of Northern Ireland. They're really introducing the United Kingdom to us all here.
Well, this is the first time that they ever hosted the Eurovision.
Is it?
No.
I knew that was nonsense. I just had to make sure. Of course it is not so.
This is actually the 6th time they've hosted.
Yeah. They hosted a lot more than they won. So I've got cameras. And a studio.
And some budget.
Well, not always.
Some budget.
So that's not the English flag either.
No. That's like the
3
Royal
lions.
Standard or something?
Isn't that Denmark has 3 lions? It's like their royal crest or something.
Yeah.
Coat of arms.
Terrible lions.
Well,
Heraldic lions are really not photorealistic.
yeah. For people who almost certainly lived with cats, it's a disturbing misunderstanding of what a big cat is.
Imagine a cat, but big. Oh, so it looks nothing like a cat? No. It looks like a cat. It's just big. You know when you look at a cat really up close? Yeah, put your face right up to its face. Okay, the cat bit you, but you get the idea.
I'd argue that lions aren't as cute as cats.
The little ones are.
Lion cubs. But you're not putting lion cubs on a heraldic crest.
It's true.
of arms.
It's meant to be. Yeah.
Symbol of power.
Yeah, majestic. But cats can be majestic.
Sure.
We're going through the arched window today.
Oh.
Is this play school?
I think it's play school.
That's
Wow.
an indictment of the quality of presentation.
Play school is awesome. It's not an indictment.
Play school is very low budget.
Is it? I don't think so.
What
Play
about
school. Low budget.
Yeah. Not for a children's show necessarily.
No.
For an international yearly song contest.
Yes.
But
Low
they
budget.
make a lot more episodes of play school than Eurovision.
That's also true.
It's usually only one a year at this point. That's a very shiny top.
Yes, and she has a very BBC news presenter voice.
She's a professional broadcaster. This is Angela Rippon.
Yeah, I've even heard of her.
Rippon.
Oh my. She's got some eyebrows.
She has 2, the correct number.
She was a presenter on Top Gear for the first 2 series.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Early Top Gear is when they had that guy who gave you advice on buying cars.
Yeah, remember when Top Gear was about buying cars, like, for yourself and your family?
No.
Well, it was at one point.
Weird.
Yeah. There's a good, Fry and Laurie sketch that's a spoof of that kind of Top Gear.
Go on.
Yeah, well, he's trying to talk about an Anderson Micro, but he keeps talking about the novel A Suitable Boy by Vikram Seth. And comparing the Nissan Micro to this novel, which perhaps isn't the most useful. I don't think that Angela's French sounded very good. Not that I speak French.
Can't judge. Oh, right into it.
Yep.
No opening
messing
act.
around. Well, is this the year where there was a strike? We're going to find out.
Is this the year where we don't get any postcards?
Yeah, because there was like a camera operator strike, so...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's Britain in the 70s.
Lots of strikes.
Strikes. They're lucky the power didn't go out halfway through. If the TV show Life on Mars is any information, that's how I know about the 70s in Britain.
And the original broadcast of Red Dwarf was delayed by, what, a few years because of an electrician strike.
A few years.
Well, they had it set up to go, and because of that, they sort of fell through and they put it off. Had to remount it, restart the whole production later or something.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I don't know.
That was the 80s, though, right?
Yeah, late 80s. So
Already-
it's just the
already,
UK.
Maggie.
Who's PM now?
Good question. A dog that was left in Parliament.
No, I mean in 77.
Oh.
I don't mean Mr. Scruffy Neck Johnson.
I want to say an ineffectual left-wing white male.
Well, don't say Johnson. You'll date our podcast.
Unlike the date on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're evergreen.
It's true. That's true of the Eurovision.
That's why we're watching 77 in 20XX. That's when we're watching. So this is Northern Ireland.
No, just Ireland, I think. The Republic of...
Sorry. I was confused by the flag earlier. This is the Republic of Ireland, the Swarbrigs +2. So the man guys are the Swarbrigs.
And there's the +2.
Which is evidently a last name. Yeah, they aren't given names in the act.
Well, it's just like... They just
invited whoever they felt like.
RSVP'd saying, yeah, I'll bring someone, and then they just found someone.
Well, I'll tell you it's Nicola Kerr and Alma Carroll, but...
And yet, we won't listen.
The song's unremarkable, but those flared trousers
Plaid white trousers.
are amazing.
You can't see their shoes. Are they even wearing shoes? You'll never know!
You also can't see whether or not they're wearing shirts or a jumpsuit.
I think they are shirts.
The collars
But I
are
dream of
extremely wide as well.
Yeah, wow. It's a VHS rip.
No, but the collars, not the colours.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, wide collars. There's a lot of empty seats.
I It's
Now
like
here we go. Oh,
There's
we get
also a seat cleaner strike.
they
maybe.
have wings about to take off.
Now we'll see whether there are postcards or just.
Shots of the audience.
Wow, look at those pastos. Yep,
They
Just-
sure are past
just- music and shots of the audience. It's not at all full.
Oh, so the language rule
Hmm.
was dropped in 1973,
Yeah.
and they brought it back for this contest.
Yep.
However, Germany and Belgium are allowed to sing in English because they'd already chosen the songs that they were going to perform before the rules were introduced.
It's a stupid rule.
It's a weird, like, exception as well. But
Yeah, I guess I could have forced them to translate the lyrics. Well, that's a big comb over.
yeah, no postcards.
Nope. Oh, but that arch on the stage moves.
Oh, it's spinning.
Oh,
Whoa!
video effects. Or somebody smeared the camera.
Somebody
Yeah.
sneezed on their camera.
The camera strike means no one can clean the lens.
Yeah, I'm not really
Oh.
anything about a camera strike. Something.
Why did I think that then?
Well, I'll find out. So this is Monaco singing in French. Monaco don't participate very often.
Well, they did back then. I don't know.
Yes.
I guess French is the national language of Monaco.
The event was
Checks out.
postponed for 5 weeks because the cameramen and technicians were on strike.
There you go.
So yes, definitely a thing.
Definitely a thing. And yet London was still the best option.
So not only is she singing in French, she's singing about a French.
A little French?
A little française, which
Mm.
means French
Men.
female.
Oh,
A française, like, because there's an E on the end and you
Oh.
pronounce the S.
right.
That's a feminine ending.
A little French woman.
If it was a Frenchman, it'd be a français.
Good point.
Well, that dress has many layers
It does.
of
It's
tears.
like a cake you would not want to eat. This song is bad. I mean, the last one was boring. I would call this one bad. I don't like the verses. I dislike the chorus. It's not very well sung.
She's singing about French locations. I don't get this.
Mm.
Like, Monaco is not France.
It's true. Maybe she wants to go on holiday.
Uh,
Maybe there's just not that many sites in Monaco once you've been to the casino
well,
and the
so
racetrack.
she is singing about herself.
Hmm.
I'm a provincial. I was born in Provence and I went to Paris.
Oh, so she's not from Monaco.
It has nothing to do with Monaco.
Well,
Not that a country song has to involve the country,
hmm.
but it's odd for a country song to be exclusively about a different country. You know what I mean?
There was that Swedish song about Las Vegas. That was not good either.
And Las Vegas wasn't participating in the contest.
This is true. Well, maybe they're angling for French votes. Hmm.
Well, she also sang for Luxembourg. 66.
There you go. She doesn't care.
So why are we in the UK? Who won last year?
Not the UK. I don't think.
Brotherhood of Man won.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Save Your
that was-
Kisses for
that was
Me. I
the
know
UK.
that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye bye baby, bye bye, etc.
Hmm.
Harry Van Hoof the Netherlands,
Yep.
we've got Hedy Lester singing De Malamolen in Dutch, and another horrid pink dress. It's really quite something.
The pink synthetic. And that arch goes round.
Is it hiding the orchestra?
Well, I can see the orchestra, so I'd have
Can
to
you?
go with well,
In
not
this
at the
shot?
moment.
I can see them reflected in her eyes, which are then reflecting a camera lens. I've zoomed and enhanced with my Blade Runner vision.
Can that make up the poor VHS?
Absolutely it can.
Of course
I just
it
have
can.
to say enhance.
Enhance.
And it does. I say reduce color saturation. And yet it still does nothing to that dress.
That dress is something else, man.
It overcomes all image processing techniques.
It's the bit sticking out and the little flowers in the sleeves.
It's very complex.
What are those called, those really long sleeves?
Mm-hmm.
What are they called?
The kind of ones
Like
you have on a
bilateral
kimono.
sleeves.
Mm.
Oh man.
They're called long
she's like
flowy
a
sleeves.
pink dinosaur with those pointy pins. Oh man.
She looks like someone's hair clip, but blown up very large.
Yes, she does.
What
You
was
know that
Barney's
kind of
dinosaur
hair
called?
clip in like a Japanese hairdo with the dangly bits
Yeah,
and
I
the
do know.
Yeah,
flowers.
she was orange, I think.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
wear
the
a hair
sleeves
clip
are just a
on your
series
body.
of ribbons. And of like, oh yeah, like a milk bar door sort of thing going on there.
A boob
With
tube.
strips of PVC.
Yeah. You know those kinds of doors that are
Oh,
strips
not
of
PVC.
PVC.
Some kind of polymer. I'm not sure.
The door to the cool room in the bottle-o.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what her arms are. She's a dinosaur cool room door.
but more glam.
It's a glam? I don't know. More
Shiny.
pink.
Sham glam.
Oh, she's a ShamWow.
Scram glam. Flim flam glam.
Whereas this song has gone back to boring. I like how they've ordered the backup singers in order of height. So they form a pleasing curve.
Hmm.
Gotta have something visually pleasing about this song.
Yeah, they didn't do anything about choreography.
They did a lot about dresses and it was very misguided.
Too much. Over designed. Well,
Was
that's
that-
nice. It's like VH1 where they put the song title at the end and the beginning. Whereas Rage only puts it at the beginning. Was it VH1? What was
What
the
was
other
it?
one?
Video hits.
Video hits, yeah. It starts with a V and an H. VH1 was like a channel or something. Yeah, Video Hits was the commercial competitor. Rage was, better to watch because it was on ABC.
And the music was better. Still
Yes.
is.
I agree. But it didn't show the name of the song at the end. If you only show it at the start, you haven't even heard the song yet and you don't know whether you like it and want to know what it's called. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Of course, these days you can just look up the Rage playlist on the interwebs.
Very helpful.
The working classes. Can't see them there.
They ain't here, buddy. Is that what it's about?
Oh, is this didgeridoo?
Uh-huh. So
this
up
is
next,
great.
we
Austria.
have Austria singing, this is Schmetterlinge, singing Boom Boom Boomerang.
Yeah. Yeah, it is about the,
It's not about Australia?
no. It's just that the chorus is nonsense and the verses are all about the commercialization of pop music. Wow, leather outfit for the conductor.
So the chorus is a kind of satire?
Yeah.
Okay. The whole song is. And
Yes.
chorus is parody.
I love
Well,
her
there's
hair.
their thesis.
Yep. Always start off strong.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. What a gimmick. They had like faces and bodies painted on their back.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Those are the plastic musicians that they're...
And now they're being real.
Yep. And the chorus, I'll turn around again.
Oh, wow. I remember this song, but I don't remember that. That's amazing.
The choreography is great. Her hair's so big. Why do people always look taller in the 70s?
It's the flares.
Yeah.
It's the cut of the clothes, yeah. Didgeridoo, ding dong,
Maybe they
sing
turn
a song.
around. Maybe they turn
Maybe
around
guitar
lower.
twang. Oh, Jack, hi, Jack.
Me
and you.
The
That is
dance.
nonsense.
Yes, it is. It's meant to be trash.
Well done.
See, they have a choreographer. And look, it's a trombone player.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so they're holding money as well. Props.
Nice.
Oh my. Yeah.
They rhymed feet with super hit.
Mm.
That's a slant rhyme if I ever heard one.
There we go. Do the dance backwards. What a dance.
What a song.
What a song as well.
It's got a strong concept.
Does.
Oh, they just made up a new word.
What, celery dang?
Snaddery dang, apparently.
That has something to do with celery. Wow, what a classic. Well done, Austria.
Yeah, wow. Most impressive.
Yeah, kind of lost on these stuffy suit types, but yeah, the audience weren't so keen on that, but the juries will
Is
go
it because
for it.
they're music company executives?
It's because they're snobs.
Do they actually believe in music?
I don't know, it's hard to tell just by looking at their faces.
Yeah, there's just shots of the audience instead of postcards.
Yep. I assume, like, because normally you'd pre-film the postcards, and if the cameramen are on strike, you
How long were they on
can't.
strike for?
Didn't you say like 3 weeks or something?
Well, the contest was postponed by 5 weeks.
So who knows how long before that they were also on strike.
Alright, here's Norway. Anita Skorgan singing Casanova.
Ooh. What does that mean?
It means some guy from
Is that
a
Norwegian
book.
for cassowary?
Yes.
Oh.
Everything is
Very
Australia themed this year.
It's good, I like themes. Well, they've all got different coloured belts on their shirts.
I'd call them sashes. Too high for belts.
Okay. Oh mine. Those words don't fit
Too many
allotted
syllables.
time. But I do like how they're all wearing knee-high boots. It's very practical outfits, not so much frilly synthetic. very tall as well, especially that man.
High-waisted pants.
I guess so. I feel
Big
like other
boots.
eras have had high-waisted pants, but only 70s people look tall.
Maybe it's because the video is squished.
Yeah.
It's in the wrong aspect ratio. There's this whole thing with 4:3 versus 8:7, which I don't really understand, but you sometimes see it as an option in like game emulation.
This song is like the theme song to a 70s sitcom.
They ran out of verses because they sing the chorus 3 times at the end.
Yeah, and there was a key change. I don't predict that's going to get a lot of points.
It's the song that Bill Nye sings in Love Actually, where he has to fit extra syllables into it.
So, I feel
Christmas
it in
is
my
all around
fingers.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas is all around me. Sometimes you just have to give up. Some words weren't meant to be fit into certain slots. There's so many spare seats. We've seen that woman before.
It's very photogenic.
She looks bored.
Whenever you see glasses that gigantic, it's amazing.
Yeah, I love that. Everything's so big and yet ugly. Like, look at that guy's bow tie. It's so huge.
So up next is one of those songs in English that I mentioned.
Oh.
Germany had submitted the Telegram song, or rather the song Telegram. Ronnie Hazelhurst for Germany.
Couldn't be bothered to bring a conductor.
So this is Silver Convention with Telegram.
Man, Ronnie Hazelhurst looks young. So we'll have to imagine this is in German. Oh, somebody's playing the telegram.
It's not just in English, it's in Morse.
Were telegrams a thing?
Yes.
77?
In
Yeah.
77?
Well, they hadn't invented texting.
But they have telephones.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you... Oh, telephone someone.
If you're not sure they're going to be there,
You leave a message.
what if they don't have an answering machine?
What?
New technology. They didn't even have cassette tapes.
Yes, they
So
did.
what are you recording
Yes, they
on?
did.
Okay,
Yes,
maybe they did.
They did.
Telegram, maybe. It's a good gimmick to this song, where the verses have stop at the end of each line.
Yeah.
And they've got the actual beeping of the tone of the telegram
Yeah.
combined with a prop.
The
I
problem
think
with
this
searching
all
about
works really
Telegram
well.
now is you get that messaging service.
Yeah.
Oh, they've repurposed the name.
I don't want Telegram software. I want Telegram beep beep.
I wonder what they're actually spelling out with that.
Probably. Well, it's just meant to be pleasing rhythm, so.
Yeah, because, I'm thinking of the
Help.
Beatles album Help. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're thinking the same thing. They're doing semaphore on the cover, but it doesn't actually spell out help because that didn't look photogenic enough. So they're actually spelling like NUKJ or something.
Yeah. Waist close up. I'm enjoying these sort of tailcoat, jumpsuit, sparkler things.
They're really ostentatious, but like not too over the top.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the pink thing. It has a concept that I can understand that somebody would think that it was a good idea.
Contrasting the pink and the blue.
Yeah. And the cuffs that aren't attached to anything.
Yeah, is there a name for that?
Possibly.
I think these costumes will work.
Yes. But I don't know about the waist close-ups in the direction.
We're gonna show off those cummerbunds. I
In
don't know.
Australia, guess what year Telegram service stopped?
92.
99. 2006.
Still going.
Not now, no.
Oh.
It is over.
Oh,
Finished
no.
in 2011.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I don't know, rural cattle stations. I really like that one.
Yeah,
It's still
it's catchy.
available in the
It's
UK.
catchy.
Mm,
Choreography was fine.
yeah.
I like the concept.
Yeah. Made it a bit less of a boring love song.
So far, the Germanic world has been sending some strong entries this year.
The francophones need to catch up quick, smart.
I don't know, how far does the Germanic world go? Does the Netherlands count? Because their song wasn't that great.
Well, let's put them with the Nordics, and then they can be terrible with Norway.
Yes. Well, we do have Sweden this year. They apparently returned to the contest in this year. They had evidently taken some time off.
Mm.
Oh, they only took 1 year off. Never mind. I do know that Yugoslavia left the contest this year. And Tunisia was supposed to perform, but they pulled out.
Oh, that's a pity.
Yeah, there's only been one actual instance of North Africa participating, right?
Yeah, Morocco.
Morocco.
We saw that one, didn't we?
It wasn't the best.
It was not that great, and they never came back.
Not everyone has their best work right out of the gate.
It's true.
But you got to keep trying to improve, and they didn't. I mean, they didn't come back. Anyway, this is Luxembourg, Frère Jacques by Anne-Marie B.
Oh my gosh.
Frère Jacques. That's a folk song, isn't it? Frère
Yeah,
Jacques,
Notre,
Frère
yeah.
Jacques,
Don't they?
dormez-vous, dormez-vous.
Oh.
Translated as Brother John. That's the equivalent of Jacques, apparently.
Yeah. Well, you would have thought it would be Jean.
Jean. Jacques would be Jack. So you think her voice was a bit rough at the start?
It
then?
was. Just warming up a bit.
Mm.
She also needs some conditioner. Unless it's a look. Was the flyaways the Southerners look?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to look natural.
Okay.
Au natural.
Mm. Those eyebrows aren't. Those are sculpted eyebrows.
Yeah.
But at least her pink synthetic dress is relatively muted.
Has an interesting shape.
Mm.
And the cold bicep look.
Yes.
I like the backup singers in their tuxedos.
Yeah,
though.
that's a good look.
Yeah.
Tuxedo is always a good look.
It's true.
Especially
It's
on
timeless. Women, men, penguins,
Small children.
small children, small
Dogs.
penguins.
T-shirts.
Yep. Drink
Slender
bottles.
Man.
Yep.
It's really just a simple suit. What's
yeah.
the difference? Tuxedos have more accoutrement, I think.
Yeah, I usually have a bow tie rather than a straight tie.
Waistcoats,
tails,
cummerbunds,
right?
Yeah,
tails,
tails.
yes. Pocket square.
A shirt with one of those separate collars.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. They've all got slightly
bib.
different. Oh no, they've got 2 and 2.
Some of them have the long
Oops,
thing.
second key change, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Luxembourg. Wow, there's a lot of... There's like one verse that just has a bunch of men's names. I don't really know what's going on.
Is she just angling for a date?
She's just naming all the people who owe her money.
Ah.
She's like, "You're not paying me, I'm going to name you on public TV." Now I'm
She
sure
did
you
it.
are. And she did.
And she didn't. Less of a song and more of a hit list.
What?
Yep, that lady didn't like it.
The lyrics are crazy. I don't know what's going on. Oh well, never mind. Let's move on.
Let's move on to more shots of the audience.
Yeah, Portugal's next.
Did he say Portugal is my fart?
You know. It's Os amigos. Portugal no coração. Portugal in my heart.
Oh, that makes sense.
Heart.
So short.
Coração. Not so good with my Portuguese. What is Portugal and Spain called? The Iberian Peninsula.
I believe so.
So now we're in the Iberian corner of the world.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we put Andorra in there as well, but Andorra won't be in this.
You're right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oof.
Sideburns.
Flaunt that chest out. Oh, it looks darker because of the shadow of the
Yeah,
microphone.
it's the shadow of the microphone. Although he does have a wide collar.
Wide and deep. It's the style.
Mm. And the, what's that called? The handkerchief skirt? No. There's a name for the triangle-shaped skirt, I forget.
I thought
What's-
it was a handkerchief skirt.
Okay, we'll go with handkerchief skirt.
What's the name for when all your performers are just standing in a line swaying?
Lazy.
Yes.
Well, you said it, I didn't say it.
They've all got a flower.
Hmm.
They do not all have a microphone.
Sure.
Microphones are much more expensive than
Those are enormous guitars.
Oh yeah, that's a bass guitar.
Or are they just really
Yeah,
tiny
it's an
people?
acoustic
That's an
bass.
acoustic
Got
bass
4
guitar.
strings.
Wow.
So yeah, don't see them very often.
No. And it's not every day you see a mullet that magnificent.
It's a good mullet. If you're gonna go mullet, you're gonna go big floppy mullet.
He doesn't have a strap either. He's sort of resting it on his upper his leg.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed by this bass guy.
Well, why don't you see bass acoustic guitars? I don't know.
The lyrics mention a daisy, but I don't think those flowers are daisies. It might be a Portuguese particular symbol.
Maybe.
Portugal is already old enough for its people to understand freedom.
Sure.
Portugal is the nation where my brothers live. But they
Okay.
also mention their brother dying at the start.
Is this close to the Portuguese Revolution?
It might be. It seems very patriotic.
Yeah, I feel it was sometime in the mid to late 70s.
Portuguese Revolution. The Carnation Revolution in 1974.
Alright.
Do you think maybe those are carnations?
Carnations.
So this is 3 years later.
Yeah, still getting over it.
Well, good for them.
Yeah.
You overthrow those dictators, Portugal.
They did.
Yes.
Well, that was alright. I'd give it an alright.
Yeah. Middling.
Mm.
Oh. He pronounced it with a hard C.
Yeah, I think he's wrong.
Yeah. The C has a little tail at the end, which I know in French makes it a soft C. I don't know about Portuguese, but
I think it's Curaçao.
I would assume that it's similar. So up next is the UK. Home team. Lindsay DePaul and Mike Moran singing Rock Bottom.
Wow. Why aren't they as proud of their country as the Portuguese are?
And they just won. How can they be at rock bottom?
I think it's about the strikes. Maybe they're just talking about the uncomfortable park benches in English parks.
Where are we? Rock bottom. Tragedies, we got 'em. Remedy, why don't we rub it out and start again? Is that calling for revolution?
Kind of sounds like it.
Here's a gimmick for you. Ronnie Hazelhurst has changed into a bowler hat and an umbrella, looking for all the world like a typical British chartered accountant you might see on Monty Python.
Yeah, he's gonna conduct with his umbrella. Oh no, it's a walking stick.
Okay.
See, Financial Daily.
How do you rub out and start again an economy?
Communism.
Yeah, I would say communism. Currency reform.
Yeah.
Dump your currency and adopt a new one. Oh, dueling pianos. Do you think that's a real mole?
No.
It's a beauty mark.
I own a real mole, like right there. That spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
she
like yours
wishes
would
she
not
had
be that
one like
dark
yours.
if you had that much foundation on.
Well, it would be if I coloured it in. Man, her shoes are... That's some heel.
Mm. What do you call this style of music? Like musical
Yeah,
something?
it's like... It is the fake Cockney-ish thing. They do look like they're actually playing the piano.
Hmm.
But yeah.
I don't like this song. I think it's cringy.
Yeah.
Are they also wearing carnations?
Don't know.
Is that...
You would have thought
A
they were
subtle
wearing
clue.
an English rose.
But
It
maybe
doesn't-
they're like, let's do like what Portugal did,
But they don't have a dictator to overthrow.
don't they?
Not at this point. Her heels are insane. Look at the angle she has to have it on to pedal. And she doesn't even stand up.
What about Elizabeth II?
Yeah, and
Power
all-
mad dictator?
her power mad dictatorship, yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth II. She's the cause of their economic woes.
Absolutely. Do you know how much the royal family cost this country?
Less than it earns them in tourism.
That's beside the point, I think.
Is it though?
Don't know.
Plus, you'd have to, the old buildings you have to upkeep anyway, whether you put a royal in them or not.
Mm-hmm.
And they do a job of work in ribbon cutting and parliament opening.
Someone's got to do that.
Mm.
So Maggie came in 79.
Yep. So,
This is just before her reign of terror. So the PM is James Callaghan. Never heard of him.
Nope.
Labour man.
yeah, there's a lot of Labour Prime Ministers before.
Look at all these blue ones.
Alright.
Churchill, Anthony Eden, etc., etc. And Heath, that's who they were singing about in Taxman.
Yeah, Ted Heath.
Oh, Mr. Heath. There's no Beatles songs about James Callaghan.
That's true. As far as I know. There
It's
are
probably a good reason
many
for
songs
that.
about Maggie Thatcher.
I think they've broken up at that point.
Well, the Beatles, yes. The lawsuit.
11 years she was in. Jeez.
Yeah, back in the day, prime ministers could last for ages.
Nowadays, a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Alright, here's Greece.
Okay.
Matima Solfeg. Good. Something.
I can see those ladies' underdresses.
Oh my. Scandal. Pascalis, Mariana, Robert, and Bessie.
Did someone leave the metronome on?
It does sound like it, doesn't it?
Do you know your scales?
Yeah, now they're doing the basic conductor move. 1, 2, 3.
And all the lyrics of the chorus are the do re mi sounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do fa
Wow.
fa fa. So fa sol fa mi do ti mi mi mi.
Those are the
Etc.
Greek ones, are they? Well, that's very uncreative. So this is a song about learning your scales. It's like the Aristocats song about scales and arpeggios.
Yes, it is just like that.
Needs animated cats.
Yeah, everything's better with animated cats, with the possible exception of Eurovision 1990.
Well, the song is about music lessons and, analogy of them being something to do with life or something. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about these guys' weird overall pants, which are way too tight.
They're just trousers with suspenders, aren't they?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Suspenders.
They're just really high. Like, they're not as high as overalls, but they're higher than trousers should be, in my book.
And the way they're tucked into their boots as well. It's an interesting choice.
You could put it that way. I think it's a very poor choice.
Oh. At least there's a bit of Cory in this one. Even if it is a stupid baton move.
Someone had to think of that.
Solfège is the name of the scale sounds. And I think the ones they're using are the original Italian ones.
Oh, okay. It was very light.
They were adapted slightly for English use.
Sure. It was a powder puff of a song.
I found the trousers too distracting.
Wow. Wow.
Solfège. Ja, so next is Israel. We got Ilenit singing Ahava Hi Shir Lishnaim. Yeah, see, just like he said.
I feel like I put in a bit more effort into that one
Oh,
than the Portuguese
yeah.
one.
Which means love is a song for two.
Well, that's a very narrow view, but okay.
Yes, two or more, I'd say.
You can't love yourself?
Depends what kind of love you're talking about. Because there's lots of different words for love in other languages.
That's true. Including, I assume, Hebrew.
What about the love of a man for a fine Cuban cigar?
I don't know that that's a song at all.
I think that's a Simpsons quote. Let me just check Frankie actually.
Oh, strong cheekbones.
Yeah, it's Dr. Hibbert saying it, isn't it? When the alien wants to bring love. Oh, that was a good episode, damn. The X-Files crossover. Remember that?
Yes. Yes. Yes? Yes. This song lost interest for me.
The chorus is too conventional for you?
Yep.
That's fair.
I I've grown accustomed to her cheekbones now.
Grown accustomed to her face.
Nope,
Oh, just the cheekbones.
just the cheekbones.
That's not as catchy a song lyric, you know.
Well, I'm a linguist, but
Hmm.
I'm not Professor Higgins.
No, you can sing.
Burn.
Well, it's well known that Rex Harrison can't sing.
Is he dead?
I'll find out.
This week on Is He Dead?
What are the votes? Dead or not dead?
Dead.
Correct. 1990 he died.
There you go.
Wow. You think you could coach Kathy to the point where I would think that she's Hungarian?
Well, no, because you already know her. That would be a lot of like memory altering stuff going on.
I require extra skills than just that of a linguist.
Yeah, that's more of obliviator.
Saying you're not a qualified obliviator?
No, I'm just an enthusiastic amateur. Now hold still.
Oh wow, they've rendered the the romanization very differently to how Dickie Lou Thrush has it.
Yeah, it doesn't look standard. That was boring.
Yeah. At least her dress is it looks good. It's not really embarrassing.
Yeah, it reminded me a bit of 70s wallpaper, but I guess that's okay.
Speaking of which, the Dutch dress was the really bad one, right?
Yes.
So that's our Barbara Dex nominee so far.
Yes.
Mustn't forget to award an honorary Barbara Dex award. Because I did forget one episode, and I regretted it. Because, you know, the song contest is one thing, but the awkward costume contest, that's the main event. Alright, so here's Switzerland up next. They're actually singing a song called Swiss Lady. Unlike Monaco, they're singing about their own country. And it's actually pretty one-to-one because it's about a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
A Swiss woman?
Well, that's the title of the song, yes.
Okay.
Anyway, they're singing in German, so it's part of the Germanic world again.
Okay. Oh, and there's Jacques.
Whoa!
Has some hats.
Strong hat game. Confident.
Wow, and a big old
A
horn.
flugelhorn? What? Is that Amazing Grace? No.
Is it like...
The Last Post?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like The Last Post. Well, this has taken several turns already. Oh, what is that hat?
It's a beret, isn't it?
Sounds like a bow on the back of it, though. That's the top hat. Piccolo with a top hat. No, I think maybe it's just this colour I was seeing. The beret and the moustache. That's
And a bow tie.
boater. Yeah. It's the old hat game.
Name that hat!
See, it has a bow on the back.
It does have a bow.
I'm not going insane.
They all have big moustaches too.
They do.
I think one of those is a fedora.
One of them has to be. You produce enough hats, eventually one of them is a fedora.
It's the law of averages.
It's the law of
Oh wow!
averages. No, quite whack.
I like that. Didn't quite. Was it a yodel?
It was a something.
I don't want to admit that I like a yodel, but that was amusing. Yeah, the horn guy has a bowler.
What's that floppier one?
I'm not
Next to the
sure what
top
you
hat.
call that.
Yeah.
The drummer's is sort of a cowboy hat, almost. got to be a word for that. I'm no hat expert. Surely, with your familiarity with the source material of Alice in Wonderland, you'd know something about hats.
Well, in this style, they cost 10 and 6. Oh, man. Yeah, it's almost like a gallon hat or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, that thing is almost a yodel.
Yeah, but they're sort of incorporating into this sort of jazzy composition.
Yes, it's a complex beast.
I really like this. Some fun instrumentation.
The Germanic world is killing it.
This is cool.
I like how the horn guy's dancing with his horn. Looks like a giant pipe.
Well done, Switzerland.
Take off their hats. I take off my hat to you.
No, they can leave their hat on.
Ooh.
Cool stuff.
Wow.
Love that.
Were they called the Peppy Lionheart Sextet?
Yes. Well, Leonhard, not Lionheart.
Oh.
But they're all named after the piccoloist. He's the lead.
And they're just a sextet.
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
Pepe Leonhard. With the wonderful top out. Anyway, this is Forbes from Sweden. Their song is called Beatles.
Really interesting choice. Is it about insects? Or how's it spelled?
I'll give you a hint. It mentions Yesterday and A Hard Day's Night.
Oh my.
George and Paul and John and Ringo Starr.
I don't know.
Never reference a better band.
Or song, yes.
I don't know that that's the best
Agreed.
choice. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to imitate them. Maybe they're a Beatles cover band.
But you can't enter a cover to the Eurovision.
But if they do like a really well-pitched pastiche of a Beatles style song, that might be cool. Like the Ruddles, you know, Neil Innes?
Yes. But also, no, that is not what this is. I can tell.
No, I can
Because
tell.
it's the brass music.
The Beatles had some horns at times. The Beatles gave us their music yesterday. How nice it was. Everybody loved the melody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, they did the yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow, he's playing some complicated. Is it bass there? Yeah, is that bass you can hear?
That's so sparkly.
Yes, they are.
Wait, the Beatles didn't have a trumpeter and trombonist.
Wait, is one of those guitars in the shape of a giant gun? Yeah, it is. It's a rifle guitar.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
That's in not very good taste. I don't like that.
It's one of many things I do not like about this performance.
Yeah, it's about the Beatles, but it's definitely not in a Beatles style,
No.
which I think is a mistake.
Lots of things here that I think are a mistake.
The tight trousers?
The shininess of the tight trousers, for one.
See, the John or the Paul?
Which of them would have a guitar in the shape of a rifle, though?
Neither of them.
Because they're didn't play guitar, correct?
I think they did.
Oh, I don't know much about the Beatles.
Well, Paul played bass and guitar until he died in a car crash and was replaced by a Canadian policeman. That's so weird.
There's also a lot of strange choices that have brought them to this point in their lives.
Do you remember Distant 1980? The year when Irish Johnny Logan won?
I mean, I do, yes.
It's the same mistake.
Well, no, because, well, it's a similar mistake, yes. She wasn't playing a guitar in the shape of a rifle, to her credit.
No, go home, Sweden. We've let the Scandinavia down.
I know Scandinavians are already pretty bad.
They're in the pits. Yes, all the regions have been giving a poor showing, except
Germanic.
the Germanic lands.
Alright, we've got our second Iberian entry.
Back to Iberia. Enseñame a cantar. Teach me to sing. By Mickey from Spain. He's not a mouse.
Okay. I accept that.
I think it's probably a mistake to ask for singing lessons within a Eurovision act. You should probably have learnt before coming into the Eurovision act.
It's a good tip. Crowd hasn't got more crowded.
It's not people being fashionably late. They're going to show up at the fourth last song.
Just for the best bit, the voting.
Everyone's favourite.
I love the
It's
voting.
the highlight of the show.
Ooh. I feel like the F and the A were too close.
Kerning problems.
Yeah, getting problems. Oop. Got somebody's head in front of the camera now.
Probably because they're on strike.
Oh, is that a band? Is that a banjo I hear?
I think it is. The banjo figures prominently in the lyrics.
Oh, oh, here we go. There's a man with a jumper. Limited hair and a jumper.
Oh, don't make fun of his baldness. Happens to a lot of men
It's true.
and some women.
Also true. Ooh. Choreography. Do you think the gold spangles in his jumper are to match the boots of the ladies?
Oh, they're wearing golden shoes.
Yes, they are.
Diggy loo, diggy lay.
Oh, and she is too.
Oh, they're amazing.
Our banjo playing lady. She's wearing short shorts there. Yeah, green short shorts.
Tiny shorts.
Oh, they've run out of lyrics. That was quick.
Don't worry, there's another verse.
Oh, that gives me great comfort.
No, unless we're further along than I thought.
Oh, there's a man playing a jug.
Okay, is that the guy who paid for
Oh,
their
yeah.
airfares or what?
This is the second verse.
He sings as well. He just also plays a jug.
Look at him swinging the jug. He looks like your drunk uncle.
Is there a microphone on that banjo? Must be something.
Either that or there's a banjo in the orchestra.
She looks like she's really playing, but
She's
Maybe it's
sort
an
of the-
electric banjo.
She's the subject of the song. So he was walking along and saw a girl playing a banjo. And he asked her, I think he asked her to teach him to sing.
those skills don't necessarily cross over though.
No.
She was also singing.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that checks out.
She's not mic'd though.
No, she's not mic'd at all.
She seems like a prop.
She does, doesn't she? And yet, The banjo playing very naively to me looks convincing. Maybe her left hand doesn't move as much as it should.
The boots are designed to distract your eye away from the fact.
Shut the boots!
Yeah.
Someone has at least taught her how to convincingly mime playing a banjo.
Yeah.
Well, that was silly.
That was silly.
It was a bit of fun though.
Mm.
So Iberia, maybe the second best region for this contest.
Maybe.
All right, here we are back in Central Europe, Italy. Part of the Romantic region.
The Mediterranean?
Oh yeah. Them and Greece and Israel, yeah. Greece and Israel, not so good. Let's see how Italy does. Libera, Mia Martini, and she has a great big flower in her hair. You'll see.
I will see.
Libera, of course, means
Libra.
free.
Oh. Thought it might be the star sign. Is it a star sign?
Libra, yeah.
Yeah.
The scales. It's talking about hair. There's a lot of hair to go around this year.
Yeah, you can't look at that audience and not talk about hair.
Maurizio Fabrizio! Everyone loves a rhyming name. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Strong voice.
Straight out the block there.
What do you think of this semi-transparent video effect? They've done this a couple of times.
Well, I don't have much. You know?
Yeah. The acts don't have a lot of visual,
With some notable exceptions.
dynamism.
Your boom boom boomerangs. What are they dressed as?
Backup singers who were told to wear blue and then given an ugly sweater.
Their jumpers are all shiny.
Oh, and she's wearing like a tied up sparkler shirt.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
She looks like she's on holiday.
It's not just a dull pink sack
Yeah.
dress, so I love it.
It works on her.
Yeah, maybe not on others.
Oh, there's some high jeans. She needs to stop touching the microphone. You leave that alone.
Maybe they've set it too low. She keeps
Mm.
being like, where is it? It's there.
Should have given her a handheld. Oh, then she wouldn't be able to do this. Raise your hands.
Yeah. The backup singers haven't so much been choreographed as sort of vaguely assembled.
And they've been told to clap, but they haven't agreed on a method. Some of them were doing like just cross, some of them doing up.
Clap technique is very, important.
They looked haphazard. I was like, are they even going to clap at the same time? And they did.
She can wail though.
She's selling it.
Yeah.
I think she's doing a good job.
She's committed.
Good for you, Italy.
That's alright.
I think they avoided the Mediterranean slump.
That guy doesn't think so.
Oh, I saw him before, next to the ginger guy, right?
Yeah.
As you say, we're on another Nordic country. Laponia.
What does that mean? The pole.
Laponia is the Latin name for Lapland.
Oh, okay.
So it's Finland singing about Finland.
Or a bit of Finland.
Yeah.
They're Laps.
Got Monica Aspelund. Singing a song that she wrote.
She a Lap.
Maybe.
There's old Aussie. White. Oh dear. It started very poorly.
I'm not sure if she's a Lap, but she was born into a family of Swedish-speaking Finns.
Sure. So, but this is in Finnish.
Oh yeah, she speaks Finnish too. I feel like there's too many syllables in these lines as well.
Yeah. And yet the chorus just seems to be na 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 na.
Manamana.
Yes.
Do, 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 do. Song's about a witch.
Oh. Oh, is it like that movie we saw with the witch?
Maleficent?
Yeah.
What a horrible movie that was.
That was bad. No, I was actually thinking of one that was in a cave where she kept the winds in like bags.
Oh, was this on Mystery Science Theatre?
Yeah. You know the one?
Yeah, it was based on a like Finnish folklore tale.
Yeah, that could be that witch.
Soviet or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Soviet then, but like it was made. Wait, is Finland Soviet at this point?
At this point, I don't know.
Or were they just a puppet? I don't know. I don't know history.
Whoa.
Wow, that's quite a note.
Yeah. And she held it.
Wow.
Okay.
That came out of nowhere and then disappeared into nowhere.
It's got Elton John.
Yes, that is Elton John. Hello, Elton.
Surprising. Oh, no. How do I go from Finland in the Eurovision to Finland?
Shouldn't there be a link you can click?
Can't see one.
You could just search for Finland.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How would I ever do that? I guess we'll never know.
Well, that was Finland. Possibly Soviet. Possibly not. Maybe they were neutral? I can't remember. Oh, the song was a success in the hit parade.
Finland was not controlled by the Soviets.
There you go.
Maintained a market economy but close ties to the Soviet Union.
There you go. So they were Soviet adjacent, but not a puppet state.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know. Now I can feel like I can fully comprehend how that song was.
They were part of the Russian Empire from 1809 to 1917.
Wow. Here's an Englishman.
Yes, they had an official policy of neutrality, I believe, at this time. Okay. Hope that answered all your questions.
Yep.
Now that we know more about the geopolitical situation, here is Belgium.
Oh.
A Million in 1, 2, 3 by Dream Express.
Oh, there's
The
one
other English song.
Yeah.
Was it worth putting it in English?
I wouldn't judge yet. I'm enjoying the flares.
I think they're saying they need money.
Oh yeah.
Just a 10 quid flat on the second floor. What?
That's strangely Cockney.
They use quids in Belgium?
Do they? No. I guess no.
Belgian francs, I think.
No. I would say no. That's the Netherlands, wasn't it? That was Gilda. Oh, shiny shoes again.
Bit of a camera flop there.
Did she
President.
say
Who's the
Mr. President?
Yeah, Mr. President.
I don't know where they are.
Somewhere that has quid and presidents. Oh, it could be a president of a company.
Oh yeah. Because they need a pay rise.
Joining your big company could bring me wealth and sympathy. Think you've got some extra needs? Hey. Well, that's a bit sus.
Oh, the
Oh,
crotch close
what?
up. Oh.
Oh. Maybe that is
Not
sus.
necessary. Not necessary.
Countries that use a currency called pounds. Egypt.
Oh,
the
this is
Falkland
really
Islands,
sus.
Gibraltar, Guernsey, the Isle of Man, Jersey, Lebanon.
So is this about capitalism then?
I think it's about sex.
What? 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 That's very sus.
I've got the feeling inside of me. Feel my need and desire now. Super long drinks down at the Playboy Club.
Oh my.
I don't know. Maybe I'm misinterpreting.
Maybe those are things you get when you have lots of money.
First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women. That's what Al Pacino said in Scarface.
Oh. I thought you were about to go for more money, more problem.
Well, that was
Belgium.
offensive.
It wasn't good. I guess that makes them a francophone.
Close enough. And speaking of, our last song for the night, number 18, Short Night.
Yeah. France.
It is France. La France with L'Oiseau et l'Enfant.
The bird and the child.
Good one. Hey, you're pretty good at French. I didn't know Oiseau.
Well, it's a bird.
Evidently. So it's Marie Miriam.
Yeah, that's very uncreative. Oh. She's French.
Correct.
Craziest thing.
But she's not singing about France.
She's
Unlike
singing
Monaco.
about maybe that bird and the child are in France.
I guess.
There are birds and or children in France, I believe.
Bird children
I would
as
venture
well.
to say that those elements are universal. That's off center.
Whoop, whoop.
Move the
shift
overhead.
the thing, shift the overhead. Keep going.
Nah, move it.
Okay, just take it off. Alright. That was bad.
Guess we can blame that on the strike too.
The overhead strike. Oh, the
Terrible.
orange. The orange.
It's not really her colour, is it?
That's nobody's colour. If you're gonna go gold, just go gold. It's the orange.
Maybe it is gold and it's VHS degradation.
Yeah, but the shiny bits look gold.
It's very orange.
It's so orange. Sounds like it's in French.
Did I not say that? It's France. Their national language is French. They are singing in French.
Huh. I guess that checks out.
Mm-hmm. Even when there is no language rule enforced, they often choose to sing in French.
This is true. This is true.
Until very recently.
Even mostly, very recently. Still French.
Yeah, they've gone into like half and half sometimes.
Yeah.
They're slipping.
But not at this point. Look how confident she is. She's got the drama.
Mm. Oh wow. The lyrics are pretty dramatic too.
Yeah?
Dark are the misery, the men in the war, which believe that they hold the time's reins. The country of love doesn't have a border for the ones who have a child's heart.
There you go. I would call this okay.
The bird, it's you. The child, it's me.
Oh.
Hmm.
Can I be the child?
I
I
get
don't want to
that.
be a bird.
Children grow up. Birds are birds forever.
That's
As
true.
Tobias learnt in the Animorphs series. I think it's like book 2. He spends too long in the morph form and he gets stuck. The Elemist gives him a choice. He can return to his human form but lose his morphing ability. Or he can stay as a bird and retain it. And in doing so will have a better chance of helping his friends in the battle against the Yeerks, who are infiltrating Earth's society.
So, this was a song about animorphs?
I think so.
Well, that was it. We've heard the winner.
Presumably. Unless they just decide nobody's the winner this
Nobody's
year.
the winner. Everybody go home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Next DVD, please.
I think this must be someone's custom rip of a DVD that they had made previously or something. But yeah, it's
'Cause I think
it's
that's
going
about-
straight into the next one.
Yeah,
That's
probably
good.
about 2 hours or something.
No, the whole thing's only 2 hours and 14 minutes in total.
Oh, yeah.
Or 2 and 12 or something.
She didn't even change. Come on, Angela.
There was also a clothiers strike.
Oh.
That's a word, isn't it?
So this is just bits of shiny, like, yogurt tops that she found on the street. Did they have yogurt in the 70s?
Yes.
Yogurt is an English institution. Wouldn't be surprised if the Celts had invented it.
I see.
Do you really need to explain all this, lady?
Well, it's newer than it is now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've changed the scoring
Hmm.
in different years. So
Tell me about it.
I don't remember, but I know some of the ones we've listened to, the scores work differently.
Yes,
Definitely the
you're right.
1974 one had not that system, so it's definitely relatively recent at this point.
Mhm. Yeah, 75 and 76 were the same system as this. So it was after 74 they changed it, I guess. Indeed. Thank you, Pete Murray.
Pete Murray.
I think one of his songs was playing in the mall earlier.
When I was in high school, some of my friends were well into Pete Murray. And when he came to Wollongong, they went and they all bought Pete Murray tour branded underpanties.
What?
What? What?
You get him to sign them?
I don't know. They didn't, but I guess I don't know. I don't want.
What kind of... No, don't answer that.
There were your normal briefs.
Briefs, okay. No, that's bizarre.
Oh,
Well,
it's the Cockney.
I'll tell you, I bought some of his CD albums, which is, I think, a much more normal thing to buy from a musician.
Yes. That seems more standard. It's a London bus.
Core blimey.
Cool, blimey.
Would you visit an establishment called the Cockney? Is that
Own-
Die?
No.
I think that's Die.
I don't think it is.
It's probably too early,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's how she looked in
She would have been a child.
1994.
She just had that style.
I would only visit a place called the Cockney if it was run by a man with a polo mint for an eye.
Don't trust the hitcher. He'll betray you and do something horrible.
Oh, I don't think that's going to
I
happen.
think it is. Have you heard the Eels song?
Yeah, it's almost some nice eels.
Oh, you don't know what happens. He's pretty upfront about it. Eels up inside you.
Yeah, you eat them, and
Oh,
then they're in your
no,
digestive
no.
system.
They find an entrance where they can.
Yeah, through your mouth.
No, not usually.
Well, you're going to quote the next line.
What is the next line?
Swimming through your eyes, through your... something through your anus. I can't remember what that second bit is. So this is a big jazz band.
Yeah, they've gone to the Cockney Club.
Mm.
In lieu of having an interval act in the arena, they've pre-filmed a band playing a song at the Cockney.
The double bassist was given it what for? Oh, and now they eat some traditional English fare. Looks like it.
Chips.
It's in newspaper.
By the way, that was the reference to the Mighty Boosh. Season
did I
3
know?
episode.
I missed it.
Series 3. No, I mean the stuff you were saying.
No, I was just... What? I was just talking about tasty eels.
Oh, yeah, okay. Jellied eels?
Sure.
Well, that's the Cockney thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
Jellied eels.
Sure.
Meat and jelly. No.
Jellied eels are a traditional English dish from the 18th century in the East End of London.
There you go.
Chopped eels boiled in a spice stock that cools and sets, forming a jelly, eaten cold.
Mm.
That sounds like the most disgusting
That
thing
sounds
I've had in my
horrible.
life.
Mm. No, I've only eaten Japanese style eel, which is grilled.
Grilled eel.
You had grilled early on, right?
I did.
It's fine.
It tasted like teriyaki sauce.
Yeah, it's a kind of fishy, meaty. It's like a fishy kind of taste. Grilled fish. It's fine. Is this still going?
The Wikipedia page for jellied eels does mention the Mighty Boosh episode in the section in popular culture. Along with a Poirot reference, Jeeves and Wooster reference.
Cockney,
Set it
Cockney,
up,
I'm a
set it
Cockney. Cockney. It's like these people are very good at what they do. It's just what they do I don't like.
And it's meant to be like background music for a restaurant, right? Not like an interval act.
For the Eurovision. Well, they had a strike. They could only do so much.
Just put on an old film or something. I must have like Well, what
Just
about
put
one of
on a
those?
Sean Connery film.
Yeah. What about Porky and Perky? They must have some old creepy footage of those.
Are they those puppets?
Yeah, those pigs.
Would that be the 70s equivalent of the Wombles?
Yeah, maybe.
Porky, yeah, Porky and Perky the pigs, yeah. Horrific.
They're so horrific. Very
Pinky
scary.
and Perky.
Oh, sorry, Pinky and Perky.
First broadcast in 1957, revived in 2008 as a computer animated show.
Anyway, not the new one.
Awful.
The old puppet one. They should have put that footage on.
Of course, they were a big hit. They had a whole bunch of LPs. Gosh, they had a lot of music albums out. What did they sound like?
Like creepy synthetic child voices. That's how I describe them.
This article is part of the Wikipedia template on pigs.
Yeah. Okay. There's Clifford Brown. Look at his glasses. So we've got an electronic looking scoreboard, but I imagine the maths is being still done by hand.
Who'd she say the supervisor was?
Clifford Brown.
Clifford Brown.
Yep. Oh yeah. But they don't announce them in point order, they announce them in running order.
That's strange.
Yeah, you'd think it would make the maths harder.
I don't know if that increases the tension or decreases.
I don't know that makes much difference. It just makes it hard to keep track of because you don't know what. Like, it's easier to accidentally award a set of points twice. Whoa, 12 to Finland.
This is actually the end of Clifford Brown's 11-year reign as executive supervisor. Frank Nerf takes over in 78.
Wow, so he goes 78 all the way to like 91?
92, yeah.
92, wow. That's a long tenure. So they gave 12 points to the Finnish one. That's weird. De jeu monégasque.
Is that how you say Monaco in French?
Well, it means Monaco-ish, like
Okay.
Luxembourgeois.
Yeah, that's such a great word.
Yes. 5 points for Austria. Come on, Austria.
Close up on the scoreboard. How exciting.
The country who's winning's flag flashes. I like that.
What? Why is that patriotism? Explaining.
Because there was a small smattering of applause when she announced that there
Oh,
were points
okay,
for the
gotcha.
United Kingdom.
I thought she was implying a link between Monaco and the UK.
Nope.
Yes, it was a polite applause, I would say.
Well, I can't get too excited.
Because half the seats are empty. Or because they're too British.
They're too British. Their upper lips are very stiff.
Rock solid. Old chap. We've got a mistake already, jeez. Are the scoreboard operators on strike too? Yikes.
It's just addition. Addition is hard.
It's literally the simplest mathematical operation. Except for, I guess, equivalence. It's not really an
It's not
operation.
really an operation, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh. See, the Netherlands think they should have more points than it says on the scoreboard.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Monaco has a population of about 38,000.
That's probably why they had to employ a singer who would only sing about France. Yeah, you think even without a calculator, you would have thought it would be simple enough to just add the numbers to the current numbers.
They've probably got an abacus.
Well, abacus is good for like big numbers. These numbers just aren't going to go that big. They're barely adding 2 digits.
The reason that the Swarbrigs +2 are called such is because the Swarbrigs was a pre-existing act, and they added 2 women in order to participate in the song contest. Or not, it's not a prerequisite, but they formed a temporary act for the purpose of first the 1975 contest and then the 77 contest as well.
There you go.
France in the lead, huh?
Yep.
Didn't think their song was remarkable per se.
No, that was better.
It was fine. What's your top fave of the night,
Austria.
Kathy?
Didgeridoo.
That's Austria.
Austria as well.
It was strong.
Do you like Switzerland?
I like Switzerland.
Didn't mind Italy. They were trying.
Yep, and Germany was quite good, I thought.
They just got 2 points. Seems like the Netherlands goes off 5 and then back to 5 and then off 5 again.
Whoa, UK, what's going on there? This song was embarrassing.
It wasn't good.
They've sent worse. Much worse.
I mean, they have, but is that an excuse?
For them being in the lead? No. Who's next? Greece. Singing the scales.
It's not a very good line to Austria. She's having trouble understanding her French.
No. See, she just misheard her. She
Yep.
said cease, but she thought it was dies.
Yes. But dice isn't a thing.
Yeah, it is. It's 10.
Alright, yeah.
Because they're doing them in running order, she
Yeah.
can't just know what the
It's
number
the
is
next
and
one.
have to listen to the country.
That's a problem.
It's a problem, especially when you have a slightly fuzzy phone line from Vienna.
Slightly.
It was slightly
That's
fuzzy.
very fuzzy.
It makes it harder.
Mm-hmm. Good evening. Poor Norway, they haven't got any points yet.
No, Sweden neither.
Well, they should try sending good songs.
Ooh.
Norway wasn't the worst of the night. Sweden was.
It's the problem. You mentioned the Beatles, and suddenly, in comparison, you're really terrible.
Really boring and generic. The thing about the Beatles is they made good music. Quite a lot of it. Sure, they had some clunkers, some stinkers, some spelunkers.
Look at them smoking in the cream room.
Oh man.
70s smoking.
Oh, because of the Cavern Club, actually. That's funny. Sorry. I made a pun. Go Switzerland. Go Pepe Leonhard.
Don't understand why Finland's so popular.
It was the 70s.
Was it?
People liked bland songs and bland yogurt.
And terrible United Kingdom songs.
Yeah, that one wasn't bland. It was gimmicky in a bad way.
Mm.
Why don't they like the good gimmicky songs? Like Austria.
Don't know. Come on, Portugal.
Whoa. How is this happening?
Don't know. It's confusing.
Is it the English rule? Not rule, but
The German song was in English.
the English phenomenon. Yeah, you're right. Belgium and England and Germany were in English. So was Ireland, but they were boring.
Sweden's off the zero.
Just Norway on 0.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll get off 0. They won't even be last in the end. I would tell you more, but it's too sad.
Oh,
You would cry.
I haven't yet cried over your Eurovision results. Especially not one so far in the past.
Don't you get emotional when you wake up at 4 in the morning and you go through the ringer of, watching results in real time?
It's exciting.
Especially when
Yeah.
you've voted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get invested.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've cried.
Doesn't mean you're crying. You're just excited.
You didn't cry when Azerbaijan won.
No.
No.
The song was so bad.
Yeah. Nope. Norway's off the 0.
Good on you, Norway. Go home.
What should they go home?
Because they're not going to win.
Oh, 12 points to the United Kingdom again.
Aw. Can see some trends starting to shake out now.
I wonder if the scoreboard just takes a long time to respond. Well, sometimes it works.
Yeah, it's being run by a computer the size of a warehouse.
I don't think it's actually doing the adding. I think you just say, display these numbers.
And then it tells you whether or not it's number wang.
Oh no, Colosson. Third France. Do they fix that?
Those fools are still wearing their sunglasses inside. Or are they just tinted bifocals or something?
Yes, we could speak louder.
It's gonna be just making them look cool and hip.
It's not working.
Or maybe they have that thing that like a Bono has where you have to wear the glasses. He has some eye thing.
Yeah, he's like Scott Summers of the X-Men.
I thought he just didn't want to be seen.
He shoots lasers. No, he's got an eye condition.
He's got an eye condition.
Yeah. He has to wear tinted frames. There's that one music video where he takes his glasses off. It's the one where he's apologizing to his wife for forgetting their anniversary. Sweetest thing. Sort of like that moment in the Blues Brothers where Jade takes off his glasses.
Yeah, except his wife doesn't attack him with a flamethrower.
That
Or
would
at
have
least
been,
that's not in the music
yeah,
video.
that would have been a cool music video.
The United Kingdom's a long way in front at this point.
Oh, that was a very good connection, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the distance matters, I guess.
Very much in this day and age.
Now, at least you don't get satellite delay.
It's true.
Very, very true. La Pepa. We've got dueling BBC announcers.
Yeah.
Who can out-posh the other?
So BBC British.
Remember that show where they had dueling historian impersonators?
What?
It was like a comedy sketch thing, and they had two people pretending to be television historians. It's like that.
Like Dead Ringers or something when they did that?
Maybe. Yeah.
It's not Cunk on Britain.
No.
No.
No, that was a clueless idiot questioning actual historians.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas these were just pretending to be TV.
But to be clear, she was pretending to be a clueless idiot.
Yes.
Yeah, they got the maths wrong again.
Oh, yeah. Even though they're just down the road.
What is this, Bush Week? What's going on?
I think we're going to have Bush Week. This is in the middle of the year.
The metaphorical Bush Week, not the local universities festival week.
Okay.
No boy.
So, yeah, so they finally got those 2 points back.
It's funny that to correct it, he has to sort of interrupt the proceedings of the actual broadcast.
Rather than just pass a note to whoever's running the scoreboard.
It would be more subtle.
I think it's because they need the time to change it. Otherwise, she'd be announcing stuff and whoever's doing the
Maybe like,
scoreboard would change 2 things at once.
I can't keep up.
Yeah.
Come on, Austria.
They're into the double figures.
And 61 behind. Come on, Germany. Goes Switzerland. Spain was pretty fun. Not Belgium. Ooh.
Oh, catching up, catching up.
It's the classic rivalry. The 100 years rivalry in the song contest.
Yes.
France versus England. How long did the 100 Years' War actually last?
It's like 70 years or something.
Long enough.
Oh,
Ireland have shot into the lead from nowhere.
Somehow.
Even though the song was utterly forgettable.
was too blown away by the 70s fashion. There it is.
Germany, 5 points. Allemagne, 5 points.
Oh, 100 Years' War was 116 years.
Oh.
There you go.
8 points.
More than long enough.
Greece, 3 points. La Grèce, 3
Although it's often the case, determining the actual start and end dates is tricky.
Finland,
Yeah.
7 points. Finland, 7 points.
I like how she started speaking slower to let the scoreboard catch up.
It's an important skill for an announcer.
Probably. They probably told her, if you see that the numbers haven't changed yet, pad it out a bit.
I'm making the stretch symbol. This is what the producers are doing.
Good night, Israel. Thank you very much indeed.
France has jumped ahead.
That orange dress. Oh, don't show me it.
Uh-oh. Call him back, call him back. Oh, this is so
Wouldn't wanna
funny.
cheat Switzerland of its 4 points.
See, nowadays the judges give their points in advance, and all they have to do is reveal them.
Yes, it's all been keyed in via the interwebs. And then the
We're watching
computers do the
information
maths.
being transferred and processed
actual
in real
information
time,
exchange.
verbally. Very inefficient way to transmit data.
Irlande, 8 points. Ireland, 8 points.
Boom, boom, boomerang, scattery-dang.
I still think that line is celery, dang.
Kangaroo, boogaloo, didgeridoo.
Yeah, I know what Diggaloo says, but my heart says celery, dang.
Let me check Eurovision.tv. I'm sure it goes back that far.
Uh-huh.
Sure, why not? No, they're going to be in Rotterdam.
Cool. Not The Hague then.
Nope,
Espagne, 3 points. Spain, 3 points.
Rotterdam. I think I've been there.
2 points.
Is that a walled city?
I don't know. Am I the Rotterdam tourist board?
5 points. Finland, 5 points.
For those of you following at home, I am not the Rotterdam tourist board.
Et France, 12 points. France, 12 points.
Oh, France have gone out in front.
Bonsoir, Swiss. Well, the order's changing around a bit down there. France, 94. United Kingdom, 81. And Ireland now in second place with 82. Tell you, I'd rather be out here than in the back where all the artists are. It must be terrible in there at the moment.
Yeah, because they're all smirking.
Sweden. Good evening. Could we have your votes, please? Ireland, 12 points. Irlande, 12
I can't work it out.
I think I was thinking of something else. Anyway, what was I actually looking up?
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
The
Well,
lyrics?
The lyrics of the Austrian song.
Norway, 1 point. Not bad.
You know, Eurovision World might have it.
It's fan sites.
Some pretty good fan sites out there.
Yeah.
United Kingdom, 8 points. Royaume-Uni, 8 points. Greece, 7 points.
What did I say? Snaddery dang. Eurovision World corroborates Diggy Lou Thrush.
Wow. I guess I will still not believe that.
You have to go back to the source. Seek out Schmetterlinge. Lyrics by E. Lucas Recitaritz. I'll have to ask him. Or her. Or them. Don't know who that is.
Don't know.
Schmetterlinge.
Well, who would you like to win out of the United Kingdom, Ireland, and France?
Pass. From those, France. It was the least offensive.
Monaco, 8 points. Monaco, 8 points. Pays-Bas, 1 point. The Netherlands,
Yeah, it's not who I would have put in the top three.
Allemagne, 5
But
points.
I guess I'm not an average 70s Joe. I have modern tastes.
Luxembourg, 7 points.
Lucas Recitaritz, best known for playing Police Inspector Kotan in the Austrian TV series Kotan Ermittelt.
There you go. Is he dead?
Nope.
There you go, I can rant to him.
He's most known for Cabaret, well, apart from the TV role.
Italy, 2 points. Italy, 2 points.
De.
Et France, 10 points. France, 10 points.
Oh yeah, it's a D or D's? What's the
Yeah.
difference?
I thought it was deep one.
D.
France still up in front with 110. Ireland now in second place with 98.
This is the On the Fly research episode.
Could we have
Yeah.
these?
Brush up on your French. Brush up on your French.
Irlande, 8 points. Ireland, 8 points. Monaco, 12 points. Monaco, 12
Oh, okay. The pronunciation changes depending on what comes after it.
Okay. Whether it's like a vowel or a consonant.
Yeah, I think so.
Allemagne, 6 points. Germany, 6 points.
So dieser or 10%.
3 points.
Or deep one.
3 votes.
Exactly. But if you're saying it on its own, it might be dies.
Jeez.
United Kingdom, 2 points.
Languages are fascinating.
Greece, 1 point.
I don't need to tell you that.
Suisse, 4 points.
Oh.
Switzerland, 4 points.
So many more countries announced in French back in the day.
7
Mm.
When's the last time that Italy and Spain announced in French?
I can't tell you that.
Thank you very much.
Oh wow, France is really shot ahead.
Well, they're still out in front with 120. Ireland now catching up with 100.
They've leaped and bounded to the lead.
Yep. There's only a few countries to go, but that includes France, who of course will not vote for themselves.
They are unable to. Will Ireland pick up the necessary points? Will Austria get their well-deserved 100 extra points?
In an upset.
Austria, 1 point.
So who are your top three?
My personal top three.
Mm.
Austria,
Mm.
Germany, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe Greece.
Okay. I've overlooked Greece. Maybe unfairly. I would put Switzerland up there. Those hats really won me over.
They were strong hats.
And I'd say Germany as well.
Yeah, Germany
And
was
then
good.
maybe Italy or Spain.
Not Austria?
I do like Austria, but you guys have already sort of
Ah,
championed it enough, I think.
Belgium, 3 points. Belgique,
Top 3.
Oh,
I don't know. I feel like you guys probably covered
Okay.
the good ones.
The good ones, yeah. Cool.
I don't know that France can be caught at this point.
Yeah, if Ireland got 2 deuces, it would be on 130, which is not enough to beat France. So it's safe to call the contest at this point, but they have not done that. The crowd hasn't figured it out because we're not getting cheering,
Because
but
they're
of
reading
course
the newspaper.
they're too polite. Yes, of course. Just like the British act started by reading a newspaper. They were just reflecting what was happening in the room
That was
and
the
in
70s.
society.
News was printed on paper and then handed out to be read by the masses.
They killed trees and then they put some ink on them and then they threw them out all over the place. You know, one of the language teachers borrowed my skeleton yesterday. They said they'd give it back today, but they didn't.
Well, you'll have to follow up on that next week.
I thought they were going to be naming the bones in German, but it was more as a visual, like, analogy or whatever for how languages have a skeleton, metaphorically speaking, in that they have a structure and
Connecting bits.
yeah, connecting bits. Tell you what though, that skeleton is damn heavy. It's life size.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's heavier than an actual skeleton would be. 'Cause it's made of plastic.
Bones are heavy though.
Yeah.
I don't think learning the names of bones in a second language would be very useful. I guess most places use the Latin names anyway.
Yeah. It'd be more useful to learn the names of body parts, but you could demonstrate that with a skeleton as well.
That's true.
Hand, arm, leg,
We used to
head.
learn to sing heads
Ata
and-
makata hizashi hizashi.
Yeah.
Ata makata hizashi hizashi. Ne to mimito kuchi to hana. Ata makata kuchi. What did I say?
Kuchi.
That was just my accent.
That means 9 o'clock.
It's actually pretty equivalent to the English song Head and Shoulders, Knees and Toes.
Strange that.
Wait, it's not like a direct translation of it, is it?
Yeah, it is.
What?
Ah.
What's the tune of that? It's a different tune.
What? Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes.
What? You're right, it is the same tune. Isn't there another song? I don't know. Okay.
Well, France has won.
They won 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Before the head, shoulders, knees and toes controversy.
I'd call it more a revelation than a controversy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Eurovision Song Contest for 1977 is France.
There you go. France.
So I understand
France.
Clifford Brown there. What are those other
Clifford
folks?
Brown. Counters.
Oh.
Bean counters.
So checking how much money the BBC is spending on this boondoggle.
Not enough, I think.
May I present the President of the European Broadcasting Union and the Director General of the BBC, Sir Charles Curran.
If they paid their employees more, they wouldn't go on strike.
This is true.
Of course, it's also about conditions and so forth. Who's this?
This is the head of the EBU,
Oh,
who also happens to be the head of the BBC.
oh, and of course, they present the award to the songwriters.
Yes. And there they are.
Some of the songs this year were written by the performers.
Yep. Not this
Not
one.
this one. This year, it was written by a man with a very wide tie. And another man with a cravat.
It's just a silk scarf there.
They're gonna sing it again?
They should.
Is this the era
tradition.
of going to sing again?
Yeah, that's standard.
Ah, and the awkward cross is universal. It has always been so. Also,
She tries to cry without running her makeup.
that is also universal. Now she gets an award as well.
Yep.
Many
Just to
multi
kiss
kisses.
everyone.
Yes.
It's rough being European.
The host doesn't know what's going on.
Look for the
No,
orange.
They don't have earpieces.
Look for the orange coming from the distance.
Good lord.
Stall, Angela. Tell us what flavour those yogurts were.
So
Here
awkward.
she
Ah.
is. I think they were orange flavoured.
That wasn't a good job of vamping.
Well, it's hard.
Especially when you don't have any way of knowing how long it's going to be. Like,
She didn't
she
take her
doesn't have an
award.
earpiece.
There you go.
Yep, take your thingy.
Oh, he took it back.
Let's go sing now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, of course.
And he's like, I'm going to keep this award. I'm going to put this sucker on eBay.
This broadcast is a bit of a schmozzle, isn't it?
I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Italy, 1990 something.
One. Yes.
You think it's not schmozzle level?
No, it's not an omni shambles.
No, few are.
We only had that one overhead that was off.
No postcards.
No postcards. True. And
Which
the,
also meant no terrible postcards.
yeah, and the interval act was very, very.
Oh, man.
Low effort.
Yeah.
Point a camera at this random band in a pub. Club, not pub.
This is the winning song. The Bird and the Child.
Here's to you, Corona and love. You, beep, 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 beep. That's what it sounds like to me.
Still a horrible orange dress. Orange, not a good color. Block for a block color of clothing.
Nicola and Bart, actually. Joined by us,
What are you talking about?
a song
Oh,
that this sounds like to me.
alright.
Here's to you, Nicola and Bart. Rest forever here in the hearts.
Oh, the spinner thing is spinning with flags in
Oh, wow.
now.
You haven't done that yet.
Spin. Well, this is a pretty boring winner.
Is your triumph. Yeah. Like I said, people liked bland music back then.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm throwing all the pastos under the bus.
Well, it's lucky the bus drivers are on strike.
Well, who was driving that red double-decker earlier?
Or Angela Rippon. Yep. She's not union. Yeah.
Scab.
Scab.
Oh, I still need to post my votes for the union election.
You should do that.
Yeah. Took the time to bloody read all the bios. Might as well post it.
Yeah, go post it.
I don't know what the cutoff date is.
Well, sooner is better, I'd say.
Well, there's no post boxes near work.
This one over there. She sings quite well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Old Miriam? What's her name?
Yep.
Oh, BBC Colour.
So, good on you, France.
Yeah,
They're not showing a graphic.
there it is.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Horsey Pope.
Thank you.
And I've been Milo. That's the end. And now for the bonus track. Not like that.
Waka waka waka.